performance by our guys. Thought our energy level was as good as it's been all year for 40 minutes. I knew we were going to have to play outstanding defense because Florida State is very difficult to score against, and helped us that we got off to a good start. And then I think we showed, maturity and growth as a team, being able to weather a couple of offensive lulls of our own to stick to it for 40 minutes of outstanding defense.
Talk about the defensive effort tonight. Is this the best defensive effort of the season?
Yeah, because it's against a very good team. And to do it against a very good team makes it that way in a significant game. We've played well defensively against some other teams, but not through the whole 40 minutes like this. And, helped a little bit that Singleton got in some foul trouble early, but, we did a lot of really good things defensively, especially. We were active, we contested shots, we did a reasonable job keeping them off the glass. It was a very strong defensive performance.
Even as good as your defense was, though, your offense came out and set the tone for you really at the very beginning of the game.
Yeah, it really helped. We got off to a great start. You make shots and things look good. And Devin got open and hit a couple threes and got a transition basket and got the crowd going. And, then reality sets in, and then you don't make as many and you miss a shot or two that, we had a layup or two that we could have made in the first half that we didn't, and we went through a tough stretch. But we didn't give in. We just kept defending, and that's really encouraging to see our team embrace that kind of identity and to do it in a significant game.
When you go through a stretch like that, I think with the last 12 minutes without a basket, is that your message at halftime to just keep the defense up and eventually the offense will come back, or how did you approach it?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure at halftime that our guys weren't down at all, because sometimes, as players, you get down on, there were some shots that Demontez missed a layup, Jure missed an inside putback, and those guys really weren't scoring as much. And you can go into halftime and be a little down, even though, I kind of just remind, hey, we're up 9, you're doing all the things necessary to win the game. We'll make a shot later, and some things will happen for us. But, understand why we have the lead, and now can we put together another good 20 minutes, and we did.
I think your ball pressure is what kind of extended their offense. And maybe
Yeah, it helped. It helped. I think we had good initial pressure. We had good initial defense. We turned it over a few times, and that cost us, but we didn't have as many turnovers for points, which I think is crucial. It allows them to get into the fast break and get some easy ones. And then we were just sound. We didn't make many mistakes. We were supposed to be out on a ball screen. We were out. We needed to rotate it behind it. We did. We did a better job of not being screened as much, and just doing a lot of little things that through the course of a year you hope your team gets better at. Especially when you coach.
Can you
Brad,
talk?
how important has it been that we've talked about this before about Jure and Demontez kind of buying into what you wanted to do and kind of set the tone?
It's critical because they're both very good players, and I'm proud of them, and I'm happy for them that they're having the kind of individual success that they deserve. You've seen things from Jure this year that maybe you didn't see in the past. Certainly the high-level play at the end of the game where he swept it from the high post and finished with a dunk. It's exciting as a coach to watch players do something new, work with them in practice. We've been working with Devin on the same thing, and today Devin tried it a couple times and it didn't work. And people get upset a little bit in the crowd, and they're you got to let guys try to make some plays. You got to, they're not going to just do something and it's going to be perfect early. And Jure made that play today, and he's had some other ways that he's finished that have been really neat to see. Stepping out, making a shot, finishing with a left hand. Demontez has been a good player for a while, and he's played really well in the ACC season, and certainly having 2 seniors that are that good is one of the reasons why we have a chance to have a good year.
Can you talk about the play of Xavier Anderson? A lot of what he did tonight doesn't necessarily show up in the box score, but it just looked like he was kind of a spark plug with taking the charge and some other stuff.
Does different things because he comes in with fresh legs when Andre and Demontez and whoever have been out on the court for a while. Now we bring in another guy who can defend and who pushes the ball on offense and maybe gets another guy a shot or increases our tempo offensively and defensively, puts better ball pressure because he's fresh. And, you know, Brian's the same way. Brian and Tanner are different. And so there, sometimes when Brian's athleticism and little things, I thought Brian played well for a guy that didn't score tonight. He did some really good things in terms of defending, being active, playing the 3, playing the 4, guarding Singleton, doing some different things, switching on some things. His activity was good. And so those guys aren't big scorers, but they bring something to the table that is good for our team because it's energy, effort, it's speed, it's pace, it's tempo. And that's what they should do. That's their role.
From your perspective, do you see this team kind of growing close together?
I think they've improved in that way a lot. You know, I think sometimes as coaches, we all come in new situations, and you know, we tell the kids we believe in them, we want to do things for them, and we're here for them. And they've all heard that, probably with not just coaches in their life, but people in their life. And I think they, you know, they need to have some success individually first sometimes, even before they then want to buy into all the team stuff that you're preaching. They want to know that they believe in you. They want to know that you help them be better. When they feel like they get better, they're going to trust you more. You have a chance then to build the trust of the team and build ownership because now they're confident as individual players in their games. Now they're willing to think more about being a good teammate, doing things for other people because they know their individual game is going to be better. And so I think through the course of this season, that's some of the things that have happened for us. We've had guys throughout our team have individual good games and feel good about themselves as players. And so now as a team, we've grown because we believe in each other more because of the whole process of it all kind of coming together.
Any last question?
I guess.
I was just going to say, back when y'all were struggling in December, lost, I guess, 3 straight games, did you think 15-6 and 4-3 were possible?
I don't think about those types of things like projecting and what we can be. I told our guys from day one that I thought we can be a good team, and we had enough pieces to be successful this year that some things needed to go right for us. We had to improve. We had to really be together. You know, we need to stay healthy, but we really have to buy into each other, and there's not going to be a big margin for error. Even all that being said, if we play at a high level, we come together, there's enough pieces here for us to be good. How good, I don't really know, but we'll be successful. We'll do better than people think, but our margin for error is really small. And if we don't play really well, if we don't play really hard, if we don't execute, if we don't buy in, if any of these things go wrong, we have a couple bad injuries, it's going to be hard. And I said, but that's the way it is with a lot of teams. A lot of teams are like that. And you've got to be willing to do all these little things that we're going to tell you, and it's going to be a long process. It's not going to happen early. It's going to take a while. We're going to have some bumps. You're going to have individual bumps. We just got to keep fighting. And, you know, we still haven't we haven't gone on the road and won a game yet in the ACC. So, you know, we've done what we needed to do. We had a good home weekend or week, but we're a long way from being significant. We still got to do a lot more than this.
Let's talk about Tanner real quick, and
Hey, Dale, can you follow up with him outside? We're just gonna get Coach Hampton.